Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. I didn't wave as high as I could have because she was stepping on my sleeve. And so I couldn't go and just wave like I normally would have, or she would have gone flying. Because just before I wanted to wave and go howdy, 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 she walked onto my sleeve. Now she wants onto the ground, or at least her bedding. She's starting to... She gave my hand a little nip because she wants to go down. So I'm going to put her back in her cage, in her little nest, but I wanted to show her off again because she's a sweetie. So here we go, Mama Squeak. I don't want you to stress out. Back into your house and into your nest. There we go. Ta-da! She is a sweetie, an absolute sweetheart. For some reason, Boogle this morning really... I can't even remember what she did, which is the weird thing, but she did something, and it made me really, like, the heart melt, and I don't know what it was. It might have been as simple as just drinking water. I think that's what it was, which shows you how tired I am, that just melted my heart. But I scrabbled at her bedding and went, Boogle, 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 because I wanted her to come out. And then she poked her head out of her house and walked over and then started drinking out of her water bottle. And that just, it just melted my heart. And yes, indeed, today is a plaid day because it has been a very chilly June, comparatively. Not every day. I mean, there have been days that it has been blisteringly hot in here because it's like blistering outside. And those are the days that I've fallen asleep the hardest. But on the most part, especially the mornings, brr, it is so cold. It's been like 65, 66 downstairs. There have been other days though, you know, I've had to go when I've gotten up at 5:30 in the morning and gone out for a walk. I couldn't even wear this plaid thing or I would have been sweating. So it all depends on what each day is, but it has been a surprisingly cool June for this area. Which of course is the thing about global climate change. I mean, it's not every day is going to be just an add-on and a build-on of heat. It's global climate change. It's everything is, all the systems are going out of whack. It's not weather, it's climate. Your weather may not change a whole lot in your area depending, but climate on the global front is what's changing. Thumbs up. But it has been a very cool summer so far, comparatively, and I like that. Very much a good thing. Thumbs up for that. Very cool. It is a day. I didn't go walking yesterday, so I used my exerbicycle. Wow, that was not English. My exercise bicycle thing, which is again just the triangle with the pedals. I lay back on my bed and then just up, because I let my legs from the knees dangle, and then I have something to support my lower back, and then pillows for behind my head so I don't have to hold my head or hold my hands up like this, and then I just read off the tablet and make my feet go up. And I do that for like a half hour or more. So it's almost, I was going to say addictive, but that's really the wrong thing. I find it hard to stop using that. I will generally stay up a little bit longer than I should because I don't want to stop using the bicycle thing. I'll like hit the bed at 11:30, let's say, and it might be midnight, half after, almost 1 o'clock. And I'm still going vroom, 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 vroom with my feet while I'm laying back on the bed. So my body wants to do stuff. My mind, not so much. My body wants to do things. My body is unfortunately crippled by like fibromyalgia and all my various injuries. Oh, this is one thing I've meant to talk about a lot, actually, for months and months and months. Actually, it's probably over a year now. I'm glad I finally remembered. But there are people and such that have a situation called peripheral neuropathy. Now, peripheral neuropathy is just you have nerve damage. And so when you get out to your extremities, because of the nerve damage between here and here, it's hard to feel things. It's hard to make your hands do things, or your feet, or your legs, or your arms, because of the damage, and there's a lot of pain involved. Luckily, well, I could say luckily, except it's not really true. It's not really luckily. I don't know if I have peripheral neuropathy pain, because fibromyalgia pain causes intense pain in your hands and more. So I don't know if the pain in my hands, because if I don't take my opiates and smoke cannabis, my hands feel like they've been smashed with hammers. People with fibromyalgia have an unusually large growth of a specific type of pain receptor, large amounts of them in their hands and feet and such, which is one of the reasons your hands and feet and like hurt. Thumbs up. Now let's see if I can remember what I was going on about. Yes, the peripheral neuropathy. And so when I go walking, I have to watch my feet and pay attention a lot, because I will tell my body to lift my feet up high as I'm walking. And while I'm telling my body to lift my feet up high when I'm walking because I don't want to trip, I can feel and hear my feet just going scuff, scrape, scuff, scrape, because I can't get my legs to do exactly what I want to do. I can't lift them up high unless I'm concentrating. They just make it up high enough that I walk. And boy, I stub my feet on a lot of things if I'm not paying attention. So that's a big problem right there, the peripheral neuropathy in my legs and feet. If I'm not paying attention and the ground is rough, I'm going down. I have fallen a few times while out walking. Not recently, thank God, ever since my last one where I took a header out into the street. All the stuff flew out of my pockets and I'm lying there dazed. I didn't hit my head. It wasn't really a header, but I took a dive, smashed into the ground, hit on my shoulder and arms, smashed up my hands, and I'm lying there. This car comes driving up, stops, drives around me in the road, and then keeps on going. Ever since that one, I have not fallen. But that was wonderful. It's like they didn't bother to see if I'm okay. They just drove around me because I fell right at an intersection. You know, a crosswalk. But ever since then, I've come close. Oh my gosh, I've come close. But I've been much more careful because of the peripheral neuropathy. And that's why, even though this hand does real good, I'm not worried about this arm here. This hand is doing great. When this arm, when this hand was completely 100%, 99.9% paralyzed, because I could go like this. And that's it. That was the extent of all the movement I could make on that hand, was to bring my fingers and thumb in a little bit. Those were the only motor nerve sensory, let me start again. Those were the only motor fibers that had lasted, just enough to do that. Let's say you need 100 nerve fibers to make your hand work perfectly, but your hand can function up until you hit 25 fibers left. I had about 2 or 3 left of the rope that had been being scraped over the rock. I cannot speak English today, my sincere apologies. Being scraped over this rock until the rope just went pingity-pingity-ping, fibers snapping until choing, it came apart. With just 1 or 2 or 3 fibers still left between the two ends. Just enough to do that. And that's all I could do. So, during the time that this hand was dead, this hand popped up. And it's amazing how your brain does this and compensates. Because this hand, I've always been, if ambidexterity is -5, you're totally left-handed, +5, you're completely right-handed, 0, you are completely 100% ambidextrous. I am like a 1. I'm on this side of being right-handed. Otherwise, everything I can do with this hand, I can do with this hand except write quickly or sign my name. That's it. Everything else I can do with this hand. And in fact, I still tend to do a lot with this hand without thinking about it. But when this hand didn't work, this hand was at peak efficiency. It worked wonderfully. I felt no clumsiness, nothing. It was as if it was my right hand. All I could not do was sign my name. As this hand has come back, this arm has gotten clumsier. I have to think about it more. I went from when this hand was working at a 1 to dead to -1, and then pa-chunk, pa-chunk as this came back, and I don't like it. I liked being left-handed. Oh well. But your body's amazing because of that. Your nerves grow back. And I still believe 100% that the fact that I can use my hand right now, because it was only, what, 2.5 years ago max that my hand was completely paralyzed that way? And I was told by the people at the VA that deal with this stuff that because nerves grow back, and it does take a time, if I could not use my hand in 7 years, to not worry, nerves grow back and it's slow. So when I had the experts telling me with the amount of damage that I had, that it could be 7 years and more before this thing was working properly, and it doesn't work wonderful, it's not 100%, all the scar tissue in between here and here on the motor nerves, it's clumsy. If I don't think about it, I mean, when I'm doing this, because I'm watching both, I can make it do fine. If I'm not watching, or if I'm doing stuff, this hand does great, and this hand is like this. And it's slow. I knock stuff over. If I'm doing fine work, it's this hand. Oh gosh, 11 minutes and 50 seconds, and I wanted to say, just as a, hey look, there's cool things out there. I said go take a look at this guy's channel before, and I'm gonna do it again, and I'm doing it now. But MacLeod CLE, cool guy. He's young. He's like 24, I believe, and I think he said he was having a birthday next month, so he's 24, 25, right around in this area. I'm having massive difficulty speaking English today. My sincere apologies. But he's young, and the reason I say that, not as a good, not as a bad, but as a just to make sure, is in today's world of videos, if I come across an intro on a video and it's more than 10 seconds long, I don't watch. 10 seconds has become the de facto standard for intros, and if it's longer than 10 seconds, then you've lost me. I'm off to somebody else to watch. Most most of the people that do videos now that have intros, it'll be like 10 seconds max, then they're back into things. Well, his intro lasts 25 seconds, and that's one of the shorter ones, so he's young. But he's doing very, very well. He does good stuff, and I sort of wish that I could help out. His webcam, I don't know if it's a... and I'm so sorry. I keep saying, this is like the second time now in this video. I have been training myself my entire life to not do that, and I occasionally slip, and then habits reinforce themselves, so I got to work on that. But he's been... I don't know if it's a camera he's got, or if it's part of a laptop, or if he's got a webcam you plug in. It's not the best webcam. I've got this one that I use now. I've got a previous one that I used for like half my internet channel life. If I could find that, and if he trusted me enough, I could send that to him, but I don't know. I mean, secondhand, he deserves better. He does great. He's gone from under 10,000 subscribers to over 12,000 now in about a month. So he's doing very well. He does very good stuff. He's enthusiastic. He's cheerful, very cheerful. He does good stuff. So MacLeod CLE, hopefully I've got like a little thing here that you can go check out his channel. It's very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. 14 minutes and 30 seconds. There is more that I want to say. Oh yes, quickly about Charvy. Charvy, oh my gosh, that spot where his fur is coming off, it's huge now. It's over most of his back, and it must itch because one of the spot right here on his side where he can get it with his feet, he scratched up the skin on his head and on his side where he's just been scratching and scratching and scratching, and he's been leaving scratches in his skin. So last night, because I didn't know if it would help or hurt, lotion's formulated for people and is formulated for someone our size. And hamsters are small and they're not us, but if he's so itchy, so I took some of my lotion that I put onto my legs to keep them moisturized. I put a blob of it onto my finger, and then I picked up Charlie and I just rubbed it all over his skin there. Because if it itches, if that'll help. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a fungus, age-related, stress-related, or what. I just wish that it wasn't losing his fur. It doesn't appear to hurt him other than being itchy. So if the lotion helps, I'm going to keep doing that. But now I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. Now, whether it is a good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment, I don't care or mind right now. The fact is, you left me a comment. It is a very good thing. Thank you. So troll comments, wonderful comments, and different comments. The fact is, you left me a comment. Thank you very, very much. If I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. I'm better than most. I'm really good at languages and accents and figuring out how to say things, but I'm not perfect. And it's a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my fibro, my widower brain, my post-acute withdrawal syndrome, it's hard to remember anything at all. So, and again, when I do stuff, stuff with my hands, when I do this sort of thing, it's only because it feels good. I can feel it, and I like the feeling, the tension, that I can feel things, and it's nice. That's all it means. So Chrome, here we are. Excuse me. Joshua Murasan, thank you very, very much. Protect Body the Tans. Protect Body Thittens? I don't know how that one is, but thank you. And Ethan Booz, thank you very, very much. Chris Jericho, greatly appreciated. Lorenzo Trujillo? I'm not sure, but thank you very, very much. And Molotov, thank you very, very much. Tundra Keeper, thank you, greatly appreciated. Barbara Vance, thumbs up and thank you. Demenibus, I'm not sure, but thank you very, very much. And Cutthroat Juggalo, ooh, thumbs up and thank you. Jemmy Hussein, I sure hope I'm close. Crybaby, thank you very, very much. Misfit the Nomad, thank you very, very much. And Yuval Grossman, greatly appreciated. Jake Taft, thumbs up and thank you. Mama Shell, thank you very, very much. And Marathathor 2, always good to see you in comments. Thank you very, very much for still being here. It is appreciated. Elise Blanco, thank you very, very much. And TK Mind, thank you very, very much. Matthew Flat, greatly appreciated. Dylan Peschel, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, thank you. Stupid Dog, let's see, am I 3 or 4? I don't know, so I'm going to go 3. I don't know if I'm doing 2 3s, but whatever. And Bako Jernigan, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Dogga Lover, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you very, very much. And I have various links down there. Rental tongue today. It must be a rental tongue. I turned my original in for repairs. It's the rental unit. My sincere apologies. I have all sorts of links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be beautiful and awesome. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people. Thank you very, very much. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. Excuse me. If you can toss me a like, I do appreciate it. All positive validation I get for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool and greatly appreciated. But if you did not want to, I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Yes, I have to talk with my hands. I do this even with the webcam off. I am way too Italian. Though you cannot be too Italian. Anyway, hopefully I'm going to have a reaction video. My sincere apologies for not having one yesterday. You got to be in the right space for it, and I was nowhere near it. I'm going to hopefully have a game video for this channel, hopefully a game video for the game channel. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. just like cannabis.